Why did Jay leave the Airbnb in such a hurry? Why didn't he charge his phone? What are the reasons for this? You see, Ayub Kasim denies any knowledge of anything happening at the Airbnb to make Jay want to leave in a hurry. Now, is he lying? Because I think he is. His story is that Jay just went off to get a scran. That's what he told the detective. But yet he told Lucy that Jay went off to get cigarettes. Guys, he's obviously lying. Firstly, he cannot get his story straight. Secondly, Jay was scared for his safety. That's the reason why Jay left in the opposite direction. Everyone keeps asking the question, why did Jay go in the wrong direction? I can tell you why. Because he was scared.
As a result of information we've received, we now know that Jay took certain actions whilst at the rental because he was clearly worried about his own safety, and this was shortly before he decided to leave.
If he went in the right direction, they would have found him and they would have hurt him. And it looks like they still did find him and they still did do something to him. You see, all of this stuff about Jay just had an accident and there's nothing suspicious about this case. That's completely ridiculous. The detective clearly says that Jay was scared for his safety. He took certain actions and left the B&B. So why are the media ignoring this? Why are they pushing that narrative that Jay just had an accident? They should be questioning this investigation. Surely these people are involved in Jay's death. And in particular, I'm referring to Ayub and Rocky. It was their rented Airbnb which Jay was scared in. Jay left that Airbnb in a hurry because of those two guys. Why don't they come forward and admit what they've done? Because it's so obvious that they're involved in Jay's death in some sort of way. Surely the Spanish police should have questioned them further. Instead, these guys are online daily, making live streams, mocking the situation. And as I said in my previous video, they're trying to get people to join their Telegram. You know, they're probably going to try and get some money from people and pretend that they're going to give more information about what happened with Jay. Instead of feeling sad about what's happened while they're on holiday, this tragic accident as Ayub describes it in his own words, they're just laughing about the situation. It's just not right, guys. It's just not right. Some of you may be thinking, what were the certain actions that Jay took before he left the Airbnb? Well, it's recently come out that Jay may have taken 2 knives from the Airbnb to protect himself. Now, why would he do that? Why would you take 2 knives of yourself if you wasn't scared? If everything was fine and you was just going to get a scran, or you were just going to get some cigarettes, as Ayub says. So guys, he took 2 knives. He went in the opposite direction, which was a steep hill. If he went in the right direction, it would have been downhill. He didn't just go in the opposite direction. He went with a dead battery, which he could have charged, but he didn't. Because he was obviously scared and didn't have time to charge his phone. He was fearful for his safety. And he needed to get out of there as soon as possible. He needed to get somewhere safe, somewhere where they didn't know where he was. And that's why he went the way that he did. He also left with no water. He also embarked on an 11 to 12 hour walk. And apparently none of this is suspicious. This whole attitude that they have of nothing to see here, just carry on, is very dangerous. We are talking about some very, very suspicious circumstances. And guys, if they have got it wrong, you know what that means. It means that there's a killer on the loose.